200 grams of Kenya beans that I got at Creative Coffee here in Winchester, Kentucky. They'll sell you green beans. Drinking a nice cup of medium roasted Kenya beans that I roasted myself, and they taste a lot like some fancy store-bought beans, so I'm pretty excited about that. So today, like I said, we're going to roast. Let's go ahead and get going. 200 grams of Kenya beans in our trusty Kaldi Mini. It has a capacity of 200 grams, so that's just what we roast on the nifty Diffty Camp Chef Pro Cooker 30,000 BTU. I'm going to look into getting a better, more adjustable, because I think to cook into the darker roast, I need something that I can decrease my heat. But this thing is just so, it's just so touchy. All right, again, we're going to charge to 400 degrees. And drop the beans at 400 degrees. When I was trying to not, or just charge it to like to 100, or just tried that one day to not charge it at all, I roasted for the same amount of time that I've been getting this medium roast, but I got a light roast as far as the weight loss. So just something was wonky. So I think you always want to preheat this Kaldi Mini. It doesn't take long since I put it directly onto the flame. I tried to use a diffuser with this thing, and I bought a cheap diffuser, and I don't think you necessarily need one. We're pretty close to 400. Try to get that probe. Down into the cascade of beans to try to get as close to the bean temperature as I can get with this particular probe. Alright. That chef's already flying. Let's do the cough dance. I'm targeting a full city plus roast, which is a little bit past medium into a medium brown. Basically, I'm trying to get about 17% weight loss on my beans. Is what I'm trying to get. An approximate bean temperature of 450 degrees. Oh, and I wasn't paying attention. I missed my 30 seconds. It's fine, just fine. Reading 239 degrees after a minute. Should be starting to rise back up. Considerably cooler than yesterday. Is Tuesday, December the 2nd. 60 degrees, 32% humidity. Garage isn't heated. Pay attention there, son. You're gonna miss all your numbers. We got a snow day here. I mean, not really. I didn't have nowhere to go or nothing to do. But we got, I don't know, a couple inches of snow maybe. It's just kind of like that slushy snow. It's not like it's good for packing, but no ice underneath it. I think the roads are pretty clear. Like at 7:30 this morning, there was the normal morning traffic rolling out there on Old Log Lick Road. Alright, we're right in line with yesterday's roast, which was approximately the same temperature. Again, charging to 400. Yesterday's roast we got to 16%. So I'm going to try to get 70% plus today. So we went for 12.15 yesterday. Getting skewed numbers because I'm not paying attention on the 30 seconds. But it's okay. It's not like I'm logging this anywhere else. Just basically to make sure that I'm maintaining consistency. Trying to maintain consistency in roast. I think that's the important thing. What I've read about coffee roasting is there are various methods and ways to go about achieving, for example, a medium roast, whatever you're going to define medium roast as. There are guidelines. You can look at bean temperature and time in crack and things like this. But it comes down to if you can roast beans to a medium level in 12 minutes, if you can do it in 10 minutes, if you can do it in 14 minutes, you can do it roasting like this. You can do it with like a popcorn popper roaster, like a forced air. Like you got a thing called a fluid bed. And these things all take various amounts of time depending on multiple variables. So, find the roast level you like, and ever how you have to achieve it, that's how you've done it. Once we buy some bulk beans and start roasting on a commercial scale, we just got to program the roast profile into the machine, really. So, the medium roast level to me so far has tasted the best. And it still gives you the bean origin characteristics to bring that all out. So far to me it's been really good, but I've only tried really nice, top shelf beans. Well, no, the beans that I've tried so far, I like the medium roast. Alright, rate of rise has been about 12 degrees the last 2 minutes. So that's good, consistent. Getting there a little quicker than yesterday. Reading 369 degrees at 6 minutes. Nice. It was only 9 degrees that time. Just a little bit warmer than yesterday, actually. Yeah, I think I'm in the parameters of consistent within myself. I'm going to be looking at almost 9 minutes for first crack again. I do think I probably want to get there a little bit quicker than that. I feel like I heard a crack right there. My rate of rise has fallen to 9 degrees per 30 seconds over the last minute and a half now. I don't know. I think I'm going to get the first crack sooner because I'm hearing stuff right now. Reading 398 at 7:30. I'm going to call 7:38 my first sound, reading 401 degrees. We're going to be in first crack here shortly, I think. Reading 406 degrees at 8 minutes. All right. I'm going to call 8:11, 409 degrees. I'm going to call that first crack. Here comes the magic. Smells good. Chaff is flying. I'm doing the coffee dance. See, but that's weird. First crack today happened so much quicker than yesterday. Because I was 9:16 yesterday. It's a whole minute quicker today. With the same, everything else being the same. I don't know. Yeah. 450 degrees is my target temperature. Target reading anyway, which should be close. Reading 424 at 9.5 minutes. The rate of rise was 6 degrees. Because as first crack is happening, gas is escaping. First crack already stopped. First crack's definitely stopped. Black smoke. Temperature starting to rise quickly. Reading 445 at 10.5 minutes. I'm going to go to 455. The second crack is definitely underway. Son of a gun. Get in there, beans. Alright, so 10:51. Total roast time 455 degrees. Second crack. Was it 10:51? Is that right? Or was it 11? $10.51. That'd be 10:51. Yeah. I didn't write down when second crack started. I thought Shazbot. But I was well into second crack. Okay, I hope I wrote that down right. Yeah, because 10:30 is the last at 4:45, and that's a quick jump in 20 seconds to 4:55. Once it starts getting into second crack, the temperature really goes through the roof. That's why I need something I think a little more adjustable than this, so I could back it off once I get into second crack. Either way, we'll cool that off and put it in a brown paper sack and weigh it to find out my weight loss percentage. I'll keep it in a brown paper sack overnight for 24 hours about to let it degas, and then after that I'll put it in an airtight container, and then 2-3 days later should be some fresh, delicious, full city plus roasted Kenya coffee beans. Thanks for joining me. See you next time.